People tend to pass judgment on you when you're getting a divorce.
There was one woman that wrote a real heavy letter to me and said, "How dare you get a divorce?" You know, how do you answer something like that? And she said that she patterned her life after me, and that she had me on a pedestal, and she truly idolized me. And I wrote her back, and I said, "Well, ma'am," and well, she said she stayed with her husband because I stayed with my husband. I said, "First of all, you need to not look up to me, because I'm just a human that makes huge mistakes just like everybody else. And if you want to find someone that's perfect, you need to look to God, because He's the only one that's perfect." And I told her I was terribly sorry that I had to do what I needed to do in my life to go on with my life. And I really did feel for staying with her husband just because I did. I said, "You need to really
look at your own life.
Look at your own life and think about things a little bit more, and don't go look at other people, how they're doing their life."
Reba McEntire, the Queen of Country, can inspire queenly devotion. Many of her fans become her subjects and want to follow in her footsteps. That's why her love life is always major news. It's a headline when she finds love or loses it. Her recent split from her husband NArvel Blackstock was especially newsworthy. They'd been together for more than 20 years. Keep watching to learn why Reba divorced her husband. Reba's first divorce. Most people don't know about Reba's first relationship. It was before she became a household name. The rodeo girl married Charlie Battles, a steer wrestling champion and rancher. He had 2 sons from a previous marriage. They started a ranch in Oklahoma. She divorced him and moved to Nashville to pursue her singing career in 1987. How the second relationship began. Reba married NArvel Blackstock on June 3, 1989, while on a break from filming the movie Tremors. It was 9 years after he had joined her band. The weather was unseasonably cool, so as her memoir says, she wore a simple white cotton long-sleeved summer dress. The couple had a son named Shelby together in 1990. She also gained 3 stepchildren, Chastity, Shauna, and Brandon. They formed Starstruck Entertainment together. It was a company meant to help her career. They also bonded over tragedy. A plane crash in 1991 killed most of her band. He was the one to tell her and the victims' families about it. Consider her gone. Working together and trying to have a relationship eventually led to a situation where the job left no room for romance. She was asked on the Drew Barrymore show about whether working together with romantic partners is a smart move. She says she was not the instigator of the separation. Despite their troubles, she didn't want it. She did realize they'd both be happier elsewhere. Any rumors of cheating have also been shot down on either side. The lack of passion wasn't hurting her career. NArvel was the talented manager who helped her career take off in the 90s and get her a string of American Music Awards, movie and TV deals, and other lucrative projects. Reba feels they were both happier after the decision was finalized.
When someone's not happy, I just want everybody to be happy in their lives, because our lives are too short to be miserable. So I just thought it was the best thing to take my marbles, go play somewhere else, is what Daddy used to always said.
That didn't make getting there easy. She's in a good frame of mind now, but it took some time to get there. Reba admits it's easier to forgive than forget on a lot of what went on during their marriage. Leaning on her faith helped her do that and to move on.
I've prayed every day to help me have the strength to move one foot in front of the other, to continue on with what I'm supposed to be doing and why He put me on this earth in the first place.
The day she got divorced. Reba and NArvel's divorce was finalized in 2015 after 26 years of marriage. That meant it was time to split up the money. Reba is worth an estimated $95 million. Her music and acting career aren't the only contributors to that. Her other projects include her horse farm, talent agency and management firm, jet chartering business, construction company, and Oklahoma restaurant Reba's Place. The settlement still took a major hit to her net worth. She lost almost half of everything. It was a much less dramatic or angry divorce case than most in the celebrity space. It was an amicable split, but came with a large settlement. She had to pay him $47.5 million. Her production manager and CEO had already left. NArvel was her manager and husband. Her father, who could have taken care of anything else, was dead. As she put it, quote, "4 men who were rock and pillars of my world were gone." She saw it as a wake-up call to start taking care of her finances by herself. That made her see how much basic essentials like water and electric bills actually cost. Reba relied on her faith to get through the difficult times. She turned to God when she wasn't sure what to do and said He helped her make the right decision. It worked because her career is doing just fine now. She continues to succeed on stage and on shows like The Voice and her upcoming new sitcom. Keeping the family together. Reba remains in close contact with her stepchildren and her son Shelby. When he turned 33 on February 23, 2023, she took to Instagram to send him well wishes. She posted images of him as a child and today. She talked to People magazine about him, saying, quote, "I'm very proud of him. He was a kid who had ADHD and could barely read in school, and now he's read 10 books this year. He's always trying to improve and do better." She wasn't afraid to add, his daddy did a great job too. Her stepson, Brandon Blackstock, married and had a daughter and son with Kelly Clarkson. She said, "She was thrilled to death to have my buddy as my daughter-in-law. They divorced in March of 2022. She refuses to take sides in their split, saying she loves them both and wants them to be happy. Finding new love. Reba's road to true love was as rocky and sad as any country song, but it eventually came.
You think, well, I got to fix me before I can go out and have a relationship with somebody else. And I think I'm getting close. I think I might be a great companion or partner now.
She began a relationship with photographer Anthony Skeeter Lasuzo in 2017. They met through his organization Kix Brooks. That relationship did not last long, despite telling the press in April 2019 that they were totally in love. Reba then met the one. She found Rex Lynn on the set of 1991's The Gambler Returns: The Luck of the Draw. They reconnected years later when she guest starred on the show Young Sheldon, where he had a recurring role. Rex was bowled over during a night they spent together. He shared photos of them together on January 23, 2020. He said he, quote, "had a fantastic dinner with this Oklahoma girl, tater tots and ketchup included." She officially revealed they were dating a few months later during an episode of the podcast Living and Learning. She's not sure why it happened. They had stayed close during quarantine and had a mutual friend in Ed Gaylord. They've even bonded over tater tots. That's his special name for her and her present for contestants on her team on The Voice. Reba and Rex moved in together in 2020 and have been living together ever since. She has nothing but positive things to say about him. It seems he's been able to provide everything her previous relationships couldn't. He's supportive. She says he'll always sit and talk with her after a hard day. Second, their relationship is far more than just business. She says every day is a Valentine's Day for them. They're never afraid to be goofy and affectionate with each other. Third, they care about what each other is interested in. They also bond over shared interests and talk about one another's careers. And they support each other during difficult times. That included getting COVID, the loss of her mother, and more. A fancy wedding to come? Reba and Rex have been spotted together plenty of times. They made their red carpet debut at the Country Music Awards on November 11, 2020. The couple never forgets date nights, going to movies, concerts, double dates with friends, and even jetting off to Italy. They're even working together. Rex helped her promote her recent song, Somehow You Do, online. They're playing spouses on season 3 of the show Big Sky. She said, quote, "To play husband and wife, it's natural for us. Rex and I rehearse all the time to make sure that when we step on that set, we're not wasting anybody's time. We're professionals. We have our stuff together. We show up on time. We're ready. We're not holding up anybody because time is money on the TV set." They're also going to star in a future sitcom together. It's called Happy Place, and it's reminiscent of Reba's original self-titled sitcom that won her so many fans. Distant wedding bells are already ringing for the happy couple. When asked if she'd ever consider getting married again, she said,
"That would be up to him. I've been married twice. He's never been married, so if he wants to, that's totally up to him."
A close source says it's only a matter of time. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite song of Reba's? Let us know in the comments section below.